Hello everybody, welcome to today's episode of Blind Blitz. That's exciting stuff. My name is Jan Gustafsson. I will be playing, hopefully, Blindfold Blitz games against our beloved Chess24 users and my even more beloved, not just as beloved, colleagues Laurent, Fressinet and Pepe Cuenca will do the same thing in their respective languages. And then at the end, we will keep track who got the highest rating after all these things. And I've heard that I've already fallen hopelessly behind. I did one of these sessions in German. I think this is the first time I am doing it in English. It's challenging, but kind of fun, and I think decent chess training, because you have to keep the board and the position in mind. Wise words. That's why it's called Blindfold. So yeah, let's do this. Challenge my alter ego, Blind Jan, if you haven't already. I will see if I have any challenges, and then hopefully we'll get stuff rolling. What do we have here? I have to cheat a little bit, but just a little bit, hopefully, to see if everything is set up. Here is the board. I should change the settings here so that the pieces disappear. You guys will still be able to see the board on that other screen. I will now hide my little tool here and that other screen so that I can no longer see those. That's what I dislike about this blind battle thing. It's so easy to cheat. Not accusing anybody, but it's so easy. Anyway, if someone's watching out there, could you just let me know for a second that, okay, you can probably see this, that everything is okay, blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff. Oh boy. Whenever I think, I've been doing this for a while now, this introduction won't get awkward. Always does. Oh, Mr. Dodgy is here, saying, I will now hide my little tool. Probably should be done before the stream starts. That's my go-to pickup line, so I do not understand what you're talking about. Okay. So I did hide my little tool. Did I break the design doing so? Looks like. Ugh, why is this so complicated? Does it look okay now? I can't tell. Oh boy. Cthulhu is asking, did you watch the final episodes of BoJack? I will start playing the game. Please yell in the chat, because I have a third screen here where I can see what's going on in the chat, if you can see the board. Or the boards, I should say. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6. So far, position I'm familiar with. Bishop to c4, knight to f6. We play the good old Italian, and he plays d3, as people do. I will bring my bishop out. He will probably play c3, and just because I think it will create a more open and therefore maybe easier position in this game, I will play castles followed by d5, while quite often I also play systems with d6, a6, as I've recommended in my Chessable series. But for this game, I kind of like blasting the position open, because then I don't have to keep it in mind that long. He goes bishop b3, does not want any direct action. a5 tends to be kind of a useful move, I hope, in these positions. Just creating the option of a4, I'm not sure if I want to do it. But let's see what Aldisto has in mind. So far, I do recall the position. He goes a4. Should I go d4 here? not really in line with my plan of opening the position up, I guess. So I'll go b6, hint at some bishop a6. Not sure if that's really in the spirit, because he could still go ed, after which my pieces might feel a little funny. Oh, I'm being told there are issues, yeah? Is the board back? And now I need to find a way to not cheat, which is gonna be tough. Bishop c2. Somehow I want to play d4, but I feel so anti-positional. He hasn't castled yet, so I should probably try to keep this king in the center. I'm guessing he's going to go de, and now this king at least can't castle anytime soon. The question is, how can I increase the pressure? Knight h5, I guess g3. Let's jump to the rim. My position looks pretty good. He goes knight f1. I should keep queens on the board because he still can't castle. So I'll do that here. Yeah. I can also go some rook to d8 with tempo. And knight f4 is an option. So I think I'm doing good here. Hang on. Oh no, I'm hallucinating. Okay, stop hallucinating, yeah. I was thinking about knight f4 with the intention bishop takes f6, knight takes g2, checkmate. But then king d2 sort of stops the checkmate because he played knight f1 earlier. So now there's a bishop here, it covers d8. Even though rook a d8 might still be an option, then takes, rook takes, and g2 could be hanging. So let's see what Aldisto does. He goes queen c1. If I play h6, isn't g2 hanging? g4. Ah, okay, that was the plan. So hg, gh, queen h5, knight g5. Okay, I shouldn't spend all my time. I'll take this. I could also go queen here, queen f6, then knight 1 h2. Nah, I'll keep it simple, I'll take here. I guess knight g5 is the only move. No, he goes bishop d1. Missed that. But is it any good? I hope there is a knight on f3, because if not, I will look fairly silly after bishop takes h5. If I got the position right, which I think I do, then my intention is knight g5, rook takes d1. He plays knight g3, which is better, unfortunately. Rook d1, queen d1 doesn't quite win, so should go away. Yeah, good job by you, Aldisto, hanging in there. Queen g6, queen g5. Okay, I have to start speeding up a bit too. This knight is silly, so I'll try to bring it over to greener pastures. Where is knights g3, g5? If I have the position right, this knight is trapped. I am not sure I have the position right. Well, this stupid kingo went to f3. Once again, praying that I know where these pieces are. I think I do. Yeah. Knight g3, king g4, f g3, rook f2. He plays knight h1. Where's my stupid knights on f4 still, right? Rook h2. Struggling with the position, but maybe I can do some blind flagging. I think I'm picking up a piece here. That's yep. And Aldisto resigns. Yeah, thanks for the game. Sorry for the early awkwardness. Did everything work? Did I miss mate in one? That's very possible. But I think I kept more or less track of where the pieces were, which is the main goal. I'm checking the chat. Dutch Defender is saying, I would prefer if the blind board was the smaller one. And that makes sense, actually. I'm not sure I dare to mess with this setup, which now barely seems to work. But that makes some sense, even though... No, I think that makes sense. But we'll keep it in mind for the next show, because I'm afraid to touch anything here. Alright, let's play more chess games. And once again, note to self, check the chat at the beginning of the game and not like a minute in. Probably in order to have a chance in this competition, I should choose the highest rated opponents I can find, because obviously then I win more rating, even though, or I could also lose more rating, but in order to inflate my rating, I guess that's the correct strategy, even though obviously I might lose, but I'll do it for now. Then later on, I don't know, I like playing everybody, so we'll have a look around, but for now I will click on the highest rated guy I can see here. That's Mr. J. Wallen, 9900. Chat check, board and stuff in place. Things working fine, I'm reading. I am white, if I see this correctly. So here goes. J. Wallen, are you there? D4, F5. That's provoking me early on. I don't want to play my usual G3 stuff, because in Blindfold I am hoping to provoke more of an early crisis, just so I don't have to keep the position in mind that long. H6, G5 does not really win a piece. One line of my childhood here is pawn to E4, but I think the more respected way to play is E3 and just bishop G3, which is a little duller. He couldn't take because of Queen H5 checkmate. Now I learned about this line from Paco, who I think covered it in his video series with for black. He gave some G4 somewhere here, and after that I checked with the computer a bit, and I recall the computer still liked white in these positions, but that's about the extent of my knowledge. Knight C6 does make sense to take. Not sure, maybe Knight H3 or something is more in this spirit. I'm hoping I'm not already blundering a rook, but no, he played bishop G7 earlier, right? Not rook G8. If not, this would be somewhat embarrassing. But no, I still have the position, even though it's a weird position, which is annoying for Blindfold, because those are hard to keep in mind. Then again, goes with my strategy of early crisis, blah blah. E5, I have to take, I guess. DE, Queen D8. King, I know, he goes bishop G7. That's very slow though. Now some bishop C4 looks tempting, no? Now if E5 takes. Not sure I need to take after E5 actually. Could also go Knight E6 and hope that he takes, and then F5 is weak, no? Let me try that. Oh, I was warned by our great sportsman Laurent Fressinet not to pre-move, because if you pre-move then the move doesn't show or something like that, he said. So I should not do that. And for the second time this game, I should hope there is something on G7, because if not, I will look kind of dumb. So Knight G7, Queen G7. I guess I should try to open the position somehow. DE, DE. What he wants to do is bishop somewhere and castle, so I should stop that somehow. Maybe Knight D5. He can't go bishop D7 because I take here. Bishop E6. I should also have some trick. So let's see what J. Wallin is up to. Knight E4 maybe. He takes. Queen takes. So Knight B4. I don't know. Bishop D7. Now he wants to castle. That makes sense. Can I go bishop H4 to stop that, or is that a dumb move? No, but I want to keep the king in the center. I should also try to castle myself, but I felt it was a priority to stop him. Maybe I could have castled and then bishop H4. Who knows? Maybe not. So if he goes, let's say Queen H7, I can just play G3. And his king is still stuck. He might try to... No, it's not a pleasant position for it, I would say. Still is Knight B4. Maybe I can even take on B7 then. I hope I have the position right. Queen B7, Knight C2, King D2. Seems to work, no? Okay, if I don't have the position right, I'm going to lose anyway, so might as well. Point is after knight a1. First of all, the knight is kind of trapped, and also queen a8. The king does not have a lot of squares. So he goes here. Now I can take, no? But hang on, that's... I thought there was a check, but it's not a check, right? There is still a stupid pawn here. That is a check. Don't checkmate me, sir. I'm a piece up, though. So, queen is here. Bishop is there. Takes. h6. Now that attacks this guy. Speed up. Ugh, I'm scared now. My stupid king is somehow all over the place. Should focus on checkmating his king, maybe. But as usual, checkmating does not come natural to me. Takes, I wanna take. Where is his king? His king is here, right? So I have a... Ugh, I had a check on... g6, right? Okay, of course I'm winning, but in Blindfold it's not that important if you're winning, if you mess up where the pieces are, unfortunately. Is thinking, so that's probably good news. Rook b2, but I'm threatening rook e6, no? Among other things. And Jay Wallen does resign. That went well. I got a little panicky after rook b8, while I was running around with my king, but seems to have gone okay. Checking chat. We good, yeah? Alright. And moving on, let's play our old friend from Switzerland, Mr. Galactic. I am white. I will bring the horsey. d5. Galactic big theoretician, so I should play some nonsense. Even though nowadays knight f3, e3 really is no longer considered nonsense. It's what a lot of the cool kids do, so probably won't surprise them too much. c4, c5. I guess nothing wrong with that. cd, knight d5. I have to admit, not particularly familiar with this. Guess I'll bring the knight out. Knives Out, good movie, by the way. Now we could transpose into all kinds of different things after knight c6. If I were to play d4 or bishop b5. Let's see. What Mr. Galactic has up his sleeve. It was g6. They played e6 earlier. No, that looks a bit awkward. Anyway, I'll bring the bishop out. I'm assuming bishop d7. I want a queen b3, and hopefully something would give there, but not quite sure what. If knight takes here, then queen takes, attacks the rook, unless I get checkmated after bishop b5, but I hope not. If I do, I can also go bc or dc. Obviously there's other moves, like bishop g7. I'm not even sure I can take anything, but as long as Galactic is thinking, how bad can it be? Knight b4 also looks like a decent move. Knight c7. Alright, is that a pawn sacrifice? I'll take. You know me. Cannot resist them Ponzi's. I'm wondering if I have some smarter move like knight g5 or something. Nah, gimme. Bishop g7. I guess I'll just castle. He's probably gonna castle too. And not sure I need to play this so passively, but I'm not that thrilled about my queen being all the way back there. So I'll try to put it somewhere else. My little tool. Alright, so the good news is I'm a pawn up. The bad news is I moved my queen around quite a bit. The good news is I still see the position quite clearly in front of my mental eye. The bad news is that could change any moment. Knight d5, what do I do? d4. Okay, let's give some. ED, of course, is the drawback that I'm giving myself an IQP, which is also nicely blockaded by the knight on d5. But at least I'm freeing my pieces a little bit, I thought. And he doesn't want to play this IQP structure, but instead takes and goes queen a5. Alright, I am not one to part with pawns lightly. So I'll go bishop d2, queen a6. Right, rook somewhere. This should be under attack. And yeah, goes rook e8. Ugh, don't know what to do. Okay. Maybe bishop h6. Maybe we should exchange bishops. You don't want to. All right. Can I play c4? Looks somewhat loose, but the knight on e5 should cover that stuff, no? Does this sound okay, by the way? Because I'm leaning away from the mic to stare at my empty board here. I hope it's okay. Queen d6, rook c, queen a3. What's going on now? That caught me by surprise. He wants to. What's that about? He wants to take this pawn, yeah? I feel I should do something active, even though it is against my nature. I want to put a knight here, even though might cost me my extra pawn since I grabbed that good old b7 pawn earlier. That should be a nice square to go to. He takes. I'll go here. Bishop is here. So a check here would be kind of checkmate. Like, I know there's a rook on e8, but in an ideal world, some rook e7, knight e7, checkmate would be nice. I guess he should try e6. Now he goes queen c2. He's hoping for something takes e7. But if I move my rook away first, I hope I have the position right, or I might blunder the house now, but I don't think I have. Rook d2. Queen c3, and now can I take e7 this and queen c1? Business maybe? Okay, just in case. I am ahead on the clock, so I should try not to get back rank mated, and then things should be okay. e5. So many options, but once again I'll stick to keeping it simple. Not claiming to make the best moves here, but my philosophy right now is if I can avoid getting checkmated, then I should win on time. Isn't this knight there? Queen d5. The queen is here, right? Ah, he does resign. Okay. That's a relief. Thanks for the game, Mr. Galactic. Let's play another one against Bouncy Aguila. What's Bouncy Aguila? Is that Paco Aguilar from Blood In, Blood Out? Is the board okay? Let's check. Everything sounds okay, yeah? Alright. So, 1 e4 plate. Time to play the good old Caro-Kann. Oh, c4. Bouncy boy. Knows his stuff. Knight f6, I'm not sure you need to do that. I think cd is just as good. Or maybe better. But knight f6 will confuse him. I guess the drawback is knight c3, cd5. He could play e5 now, and I'm not sure what happens, frankly. But he does go ed, after which I think I could take d4, knight c6. This looks like a good version of whatever this is. After knight f3, bishop g4, we're back to Panov theory. And bishop c4. I think I can just go away. Hang on, the pawn is hanging, right? You know I like pawns. He hasn't played knight f3. No, that would have been instead of bishop c4. Should take the bishop or play some move like e5. Nah. Queen b3, okay. Where's everything? And then knights on e2, c3. He can give a check, but both bishop d7 or knight d7 look kind of tempting. So now I should develop some pieces, but my position looks very good. Note to self, don't hang queen if you play some rook d1. Bishop g5. I have a pawn on e7, right? Those are the fun blindfold moments when you start doubting if you really have a pawn there. I do. I play bishop e6. I never put a pawn there. E1. I can always go bishop f5 if he targets stuff on e7, like after some knight f4, so I'm not too concerned about it. Queen e4. Move. I want to go knight c4, but I'm so worried about hanging stuff. Okay. Can't live my life in fear. So now b2 should be hanging. I'm not quite sure what happens after knight d5, but I guess I can ignore it. No, I can't ignore it because e7 is hanging. Okay, I guess I have to take it. Which fortunately is not so bad. He plays b3. Now, this knight on c3 should be a little loose, no? That does cover it, unfortunately. I'm drifting a bit here. I'm a pawn up, good position, but I'm not really making a whole lot of progress. And I'm slow too, so time to speed up a bit. Knight f5. Keeping an eye on this guy. Bishop f4. Still keeping an eye on the horsey. One more eye. I go b5, but then knight c5 is maybe just here. Focus, Jan. Where are the rooks? Rook here and a rook here. All right, think, take your time. Another random move, but I was calculating g4 earlier, so I don't want to have to do that no more. And I also want to play something quickly. Now, if I'm right about where the rooks were, this guy should be under attack, and yeah, he moves it. So where are the pieces? I have a knight here, his bishop here, queen here, knight here, knight here, right? That would mean I can move my queen here. Not sure how much sense that makes, but it's a legal move. And that's all one can ask for in these complex times that we live in. Let's see, 3. The blender rook d1. Ugh. I guess I have to take this. That was not exactly part of the plan. Even though my position is still not too terrible, I would say. I also gotta speed up. Oh yeah, this stupid rook is hanging up. Ugh, good move again. 5, 9, 6, 3. Okay. Yeah, he's playing well. What can I say? At least better than me. So, if all else fails, back to cheap tricks and flaggery. G3, King E1, there's nothing. Run! E-pawn! And Bouncy Aguilar resigns. Not sure he had to resign. I guess I was threatening something. Oof, that was a very shaky game. But all is well that ends well. Right, to continue with the tough guys. I see some 3-minute challenges here. I can't do those. I'm just too weak, too slow. So apologies for that. Oof, this guy is probably higher rated than me in regular Chess 24 live. So might be pushing my blind luck here a bit. But let's see what happens. I'm white. That's good. I'll go here. Routed here. Are you there, Rautetje? Seems like no Rautetje in the housetje. Start the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Abortetje. Sorry, Rautetje. Let's play someone else. How about Mr. Night Driver? Okay, here we go. Good old, what's it called? Mikinas attack, I think it's called. Dangerous line. I think both d5 and c5 should be reasonable for black, but it's tricky territory. And once again, it's sort of direct, so in line with my strategy. No long games. Because knight c6, not a move I'm familiar with. I guess d4 looks logical. Now try to spice things up ASAP. Pushing all them pawns. Has to go knight g8. That bishop is too well placed, so I'll challenge it. Not sure I've achieved the max here, but I have a bit of a bind on the position still. Should we go to d3 or e2? Maybe just e2 so I don't allow any d6 all that simply. Probably more aggressive players would have castled the other way. That's because they're more aggressive players. And he goes b6. I will continue my space grabbing tactics. I'm guessing after bishop b7, d7 is still on prise. Could he go knight b4 then? I have something like queen b5 move, no? I hope I did put a rook on d1 earlier, right? Yeah. So what I was thinking was if knight takes b4, then queen here. And I was hoping that now this and this would be simultaneously attacked. Still do hope so. E4. Come on, resign, sir. I have more pieces. Oh, I don't have more pieces. Ugh, I'm an idiot. Don't resign, sir. I am an idiot. I went 94 earlier, yeah. Genius, Jan. Genius. Great calculating. Because I was wondering, bishop e4, can I take this by going knight takes e4? Then it dawned on me, I already put the knight there. Okay, gotta focus. Let me figure out where everything is so I can hang in there. Here's a bishop here, knight here, queen here, knight here, bishop here, queen here, rook here. Okay. So material is equal. I am not a piece up. Is that a fair estimate? Hoping he blunders knight c6. Ah, he doesn't. Ugh. Crushing my smallest hopes. My hope was knight c6 takes queen c6 bishop f3 and I was winning a piece, but not gonna be able to do it. Queen a4. And I want to go b3, but I played b4 earlier. Really struggling with the position as well. Still queen a4 looks very random. bishop g4 is winning more material. Almost. Maybe I have this Zwischenzug. I'm confused. Once again, I hope I have the position right, because if I do, I'm winning now. But I'm a little punch drunk about what happened earlier in the game, where I thought I was a piece up and I wasn't. Now I exchanged my rooks for queen and a bishop. Oh yeah, knight driver resigns, so okay. So at least I had that right. Thanks for the game, Mr. Knight driver. Oof. D3RASP is saying, question, why would you care about rating points on a secondary blind chess account? Because it's a competition. Like, we are doing this in French and in Spanish as well. Laurent Fressinet is doing a show in French, or a series of shows, and Pepe Cuenca is doing a series of shows in Spanish, also playing Blindfold. And I'm not sure what the exact rules are, to be honest, but I think we're each doing like 6 hours of play total, I'm assuming. So that's, for me, is 4 sessions are 90 minutes. And then we check who has the highest rating. And I had fallen quite far behind Laurent, so I have to catch up a bit. And in order to do that, I have to play higher rated players, because if I beat lower rated, I often only gain 1 point, which is not going to cut it. Other than that, I usually, at least, claim not to care about my online rating. I care a bit if it gets too embarrassing. Like, I think my real account's rating is below 3,000 currently, which in Chess24 terms is really not very good for Grandmaster standards. So that's a little embarrassing, but yeah, I'm not too concerned. Here we are playing against RWC94. He goes e4. I'll give e5 another shot. That is my best system. More Italian. Everyone's playing the Italian these days. Ugh, it's so dull though. Not hating. It's a good opening, but it is a little tough to make stuff happen. And once again, I'll follow the strategy I had for game 1 to play this system with d5, not d6, a6, in order to have the position a little more open, which I think is easier for Blindfold. All of this should be theory. Knight d2, knight b6, and here this bishop b3 move. That's what all the cool kids do. I'll try to get out of book the main lines. Queen d3, knight e5, queen f5. Not in the mood for that RWC. So I'll play king h8, which I guess is not the best move, but at least it might make him think. And it makes some sense preparing f6. Let's see what RW comes up with. Knight e4 is very logical. Have to go back. Maybe knight g3 is a problem. G6, can you take then? We'll think about it when we get there. Worst case scenario, I could take on f3 after knight g3, but I really don't like it. Here we go. So I'm thinking about bishop g6, knight e5, rook e5, bishop somewhere like f6. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm probably somewhat worse. Maybe much worse. Maybe you can just keep the pawn. But I really don't want to take on f3. So here we go. So let me think this through. Watch your TH here. 95, rook e5, bishop f6, rook e3, bishop g5, rook f3. Do I achieve anything there? Not sure. Oh, hang on. Note to self, don't calculate long lines in blindfold, because you don't know what the initial position was. So he didn't go knight e5, he went d4. What does that mean for us? Ugh, f. I really forgot which position I started. Okay, he didn't go knight e5, so that means I still have a knight here and here. I can take here, no? Might be a good move. I'm just trying to reproduce where stuff is. And he just wants knight takes d4. Eh? No, he wants cd. Okay. The cd underbelly. This can't be good though, can it? Or it's not terrible, but it doesn't feel right. Not quite sure what the point of this move is, frankly. Bishop d2, yeah, I can't take anything, so that was a bit random. But it was a move. So his knights are here and here. I guess he's going to play like a3, then I take, queen takes, a4. Once again, pleasant position. Obviously, nothing too drastic has happened yet, but I like my position. That's what I was talking about. a4, bishop a2, knight a5 looks somewhat off topic. No, I should get my pieces going a bit. My bishop is here, yeah? Yeah. d5. It's daring. Somehow I didn't think it was a good move, but maybe it is. It's just because it's blocking out his own bishop a little. Queen d4. I was panicking a bit there. I did have a pawn on a4, yeah? AB. He took, yeah. Okay. I'm hoping for some funky rook to a4 move. I'm not sure what it does, to be perfectly frank. But it looks cool. Doesn't really do anything there. All right. Ugh, did I blunder mate? No. Okay. Almost though. I panicked a little because I spotted queen e8, but I still had to take some rook f8. Now my position is not fantastic though, I would guess. Even though I still have some counterplay here. Knight c4, rook b7, knight b2. Okay, let's see what happens. I really need to make a luft. I'm panicking about my back rank. So far, there's no checkmate yet. These knights are still away. Oh, there comes one. I want to play h6, but I also want to queen this pawn. tactics. He spotted my devious plan. But I'm still a piece up, right? The queen takes... Oh, I also gotta hurry up. Huh? Did you forget about my bishop, sir? Or did I? Knight f7. Tilting? Why can't I take? Ugh! Ah, I played king h8 like a year ago. Ugh, that's... Ugh. I was feeling so smart. Now I'm just material down, right? Ugh. That's... Bit of a downer. Ugh. I was so happy with myself. Feeling the art of blindfold flagging is gonna be tough for me. I'm also no longer sure what pieces are. Nah. Yeah, that was tough. I was really pleased with everything until I realized after knight f7 that king f7 was not a legal move. I had forgotten I played king h8 earlier, expertly, to get him out of something. Yeah. Annoying. What to do? Good game, RWC. That puts the whole game into a different light. He probably just played well. No, I had this huge pass pawn. Ugh. Anyway, moving on. Well played, sir. Focus, Jan. Let's play. Doppelangriff. Knight f3, e6, c4. Knight f6, knight c3. Bishop b4, queen c2 is what I usually do here. a3. Okay, all of this is kind of theory. A little better for white. Not sure what I'm supposed to do, but how bad can it be to get some pieces out? Okay, I'm scared. Looks at least strategically risky for him to allow me to play a5. Not sure how to proceed, but it should be nice for me somehow. You could certainly make a case for a6 stuff as well, but the a file is also pretty nice to have, I would say. df6. Okay, just don't blunder this rook later. Let's cover it. Wait, is here, right? Yeah. Queen d8. Looks unpleasant for him, I would say. Ah, he has rook a7. That's still unpleasant. Queen a7. Here the bishops combined with this pawn should be pretty powerful. Not sure how he wants to recapture. I'm assuming queen. And here queen takes. I gotta keep this pawn alive. I think I blundered this guy, which was not quite my plan, but I had to keep Mr. C6 in the running. Can give a check and take here, but then hopefully I can do some back rank business. He goes all the way back himself. Okay. And I guess I should play active. Knight d5. Hang on, I have rook d7, queen g5. So I'm trying to think. If queen goes here, I wanted this. I was hoping that if he takes my queen, wherever it is, I hope a3 can go here and attack some stuff. It's not a3. No, I'm just gonna click all the squares on the a file and try to put something on a8. It looks like it was a3. So there's my devious trap. And looks like it worked, no? h5, now I can pick whatever I want. Rook looks good, but this also looks juicy. Okay, I'm a piece up, so I should be good if I don't blunder too many of my remaining pieces. Rook is covered. Queen is not covered. There's a knight here. I could be in some trouble, but I didn't blunder this. My point was rook d1, king h2, knight g4, bishop g4, and I win. Rook e8, but I can take, no? Again, slightly doubting myself after the last game. But if the king is on h7, where, yeah, it is, because I took on e8 earlier with the check and had to go here, then this should be fairly over. By fairly over, I mean mate very soon. Please be checkmate and don't take my queen now. Oop, okay, good. Yeah, that went well. I'm happy I saw this queen a8 trick from afar. I did blunder the d2 pawn earlier, which wasn't ideal. But this queen a8 I was pleased with. What time is it? This is tiresome. Also my chat disappeared. Where the chat at? Your Duta is saying blind flagging skills is impossible. Yeah, that didn't quite work. I can see the clock, but especially if you're a queen down and you have to find a square for the king, it's not exactly easy. All right, I'll continue playing them tough boys like Duncan McCockiner. That's a good name. I'm white, yeah. Horsey. Pawn. Pawn. Exchange staff, an opening made for Blindfold Blitz. I know the pawn structure, so I only have to keep track of the pieces now. So far, so good. Usually there's two ways to play such positions. One is to try to play for an attack with some knight e5, queen f3. The other, frankly closer to my heart, is to play some rook c1, knight d2, a3, knight b3. Try to do something on the queen side. But since it's blindfold and since I'm trying to keep the games as short as I can, I'll go for the more aggressive option with knight e5, queen here, and trying to checkmate somehow. Not sure how. I play a6 earlier, just don't forget. Knight e8. Asking for trouble, no sir? What does he want? He wants to play f6 or f5? Such a chicken move. Any self-respecting attacker once again would have castled the other way. I did not. So he wanted to play f5, but losing to Tempe, that should be pretty bad for him. Knight f6 or knight d6, which I'm kind of expecting. Maybe I'll take and then start switching. Play against these guys, but he does sidestep my cruel intentions with knight a5. Even though, is there enough support for the horsey here? Not sure about a3. No, I just want to go b4 and ask the knight what it's up to. Oh, it goes that way. Once again, it looks like a bit of a lonely square. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I shouldn't have played rook c2, because now it's sort of hard to attack this stupid guy on b3. Still. Looks clumsy. c8. I'm confused. In general, I'm a bit confused by his play, and it's not a good confusion because it's very irrational position, like with the knight on b3. Not so easy to keep track of it. But now after f3, at least this knight can't jump into e4, so I guess my position should be quite good. Still, I have to find a way to go after this knight, which is annoying me. Maybe some rook c3 one day. Oh, hang on, here. I already have all these squares full of pieces, right? Can I go here? Let's see. I could have played rook c3, but then he goes back, and I'm not sure what I would have achieved. So, might as well try my luck over there. Yeah, my position should be pretty good now. Queen d8. I feel like I'm missing something obvious. Ah, yeah, here, yeah? Yeah, I think I can go here. Just go back, and now let's ask some questions. Give me all your pieces, sir. F4. Does that change anything? Or are you just trying to confuse me, sir? We'll find out. I'm not confused. Okay, I am a little confused. But not too confused. Ugh, now once again it's time to pray that this is a legal / not losing queen move. If it is, yeah, then it's good. Duncan McCokener resigns. Thanks for the game, Mr. Duncan. Back to civilization. Ihre Dudeheit says xg7. Did I miss something obvious? Dutch defender says illegal move. Hope it was all legal. Anyway, what time is it? Yeah, we can play at least one more of these fun games. Just for variety. Let's play someone lower rated. Even though that's not exactly in the spirit of this merciless rating chase. But it might pose a different set of problems, because we might do more surprising things. And it might be harder for me to do this good old pattern recognition, whatever it's called. Anyway, knight f3, d5, here we go. And der Eisbär, c4. I'll keep it simple, e6, so I can recognize the positions. e3, knight f6, b3, e7, castles. Sorry, I keep telling myself the moves. I hope it helps a bit. Keeping the position. Bishop e2, c5, cd5, ed5, d4, knight c6, castles. He's playing very well, actually. Did not expect that, Mr. Anno. Gate. Oops, still have a bishop here. Okay, Jan. Focus. Develop pieces to legal squares, ideally. I like the structure a little better than Queen a5 was a dumb move after a3, but than the one where I would have the isolated pawn and he wouldn't. So I think, well, Queen a5 was a dumb move, but other than that, going for the structure made some sense. Anno. Anno's taking his time. I do like that. The good thing about this Blindfold Banter Blitz is that it makes me focus on chess, and it makes it harder for me to talk all that nonsense while blundering all my pieces away. Or I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's different. I want to go here. Playing extremely well. Nobody warned me about this, Erno. Stop outplaying me. It's not what I signed up for. But he is. I'm not struggling to picture the position, I'm just struggling hanging in there. Nope, too strong. That's what I get for choosing one quote-unquote lower-rated opponent. Just get mercilessly crushed by Mr. 1300. Now he's starting to play worse. That's good news. Hopefully. I don't know what's going on anymore. Anno, blunder some stuff. Now the position is fairly equal. Trap. Take the pawn. Please. Take it. It's all yours. Didn't take it. Did not take the bait. Okay, I will continue with the subtle strategy of going for cheap mates in one or attacking pieces. So far, he's parrying. Both of my strategies. Okay, you know that only leaves me with one option, Erno, and it hasn't been my main strength in the blind flagging thus far. So I should try to keep queens on the board and once again get some cheap, some queen d4 rook e1 or something in, even though queen d4 rook e1 doesn't even do that much, unfortunately. So there's king h2. I don't know. How am I gonna win this game, Erno? Gonna need a little help. Now h4 is also hanging. Erno, nimm dir Zeit. Gib mir noch Zeit. Time is on your side, Erno. Hang on, this is not a legal move? It is, right? Yeah. Not a good move, but that's not what we're going for here. We are going for barely legal chess moves. Pawn ending. Actually not winning, huh? Sad. King d2, e4, I can't see a win. So in order to prolong the game, I have to go for this. Just also not exactly winning. Sorry, Arno, you played a great game and I didn't. Actually, I always had track of the position. Yeah, just didn't play well. So I believe that's it for today's Blind Blitz. Sorry for the troubles early on. I think I played well for my standards. Yeah, I missed this knight takes f7 fork, which was annoying in the one game, but other than that, I kept track of where the pieces were pretty well, which is not always the case. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is interesting for you guys to watch. Thanks if you did so anyway. I'm not sure where we are in the competition. I think Laurent Fressinet had like 2 for 50 after 1 2-hour session. While where am I? Yeah, 2 for 50 now after 3 hours. So I'm behind him and I have to rely on him losing rating, which is gonna be tough. I'm not quite sure where Mr. Cuenca stood. Anyway, it's been fun to do. It's good chess training because yeah, I have to focus on the game, and once again, I can't talk as much nonsense, which some people will enjoy, some people won't. Such is the world. Thank you guys for watching. There is surely more shows coming up. Hammer Time might already be ongoing, so check that out. Banter Blitz Cup is running. The action never stops, unless it stops, on Good Old Chess 24. See you next time. Bye. Oh, I should mention, What should I mention? My opening clinic, I guess you can still ask me questions. Go to, where do you go to? Can I track this down? Now that I am once again all seeing. Here. Basically, go to news, scroll down, scroll, blah, 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 buy all this stuff, ask me question, and I'll record the first part tomorrow, and then we will try, I haven't always mentioned in the past, but we will try to release a new like 10 question episode every Thursday. So yeah, if you're a Chess24 Premium member and you have an opening chess question, please ask me something. All right, that's it. See you next time.